Oh, a Buto in this city. I quite like the extra gold, but I like my one better. And it's more the principle of like, can you just get off my cities, please? Like, I'm not keen on you jumping in and trying to spread your wares to me. Ugh. Can you just not? Thank you. Oh, stop denouncing me, Japan. Come on, we've been through this. You're weaker than I am. I've beaten you royally. Like 1, 2, 3, 4 of your cities now belong to me. And I have appropriated them fully. Like, they are in my empire. Just lay off, okay? You're not getting them back. Exploring through Sweden's empire. And they actually have quite a bit going on down here. It's a nice empire. It's a very nice empire. Ryan's attention has 100% been earned. This diplomatic favor is wonderful. It's basically like half of my economy is selling it. And I'm getting so much, like it's insane how much it's picking up at the moment. I'm also doing very well because everyone's friends with me at the moment. I can get all the luxuries from people, and because Monopolies and Corporations mode is not on, the AI is actually improving all of their stuff, which makes a difference. As soon as you put that mode on, the AI is suddenly like, what is luxuries? I don't understand. And you just sort of have to sit there scratching your head going, you do understand. You've played with this game like so much. How are you still confused? This is stupid. A new dedication, a brand new world. Sweden and Japan are both in golden ages now, so the fun there is going to stop. But Egypt is in a dark age, so we'll keep an eye on that one. That could be entertaining. Hic Sunk Dracones, that could be really fun. I'm still settling sort of in places, actually. I don't have monumentality to push that any further, but that could be relatively amusing. Reform the coinage could give me loads of gold as well. It's between those two. I think I'm going to go reform the coinage because the gold is generally more handy, but it was close. It was close. Both are pretty decent. El Greco has 2 religious works. Oh, okay. Now that's good. That's good. That's good. We do have a spare religious somewhere, so I can do this in such a way. We want to put 1 in Yokohama and we want to put 1 in Nagoya. Okay, Nagoya is there, so let's put 1 there and then we'll put 1 there. Perfect. I'm going to move Diplomatic League away finally as well to get Raj, because 40... I think this is just nuts. 40 gold, 40 food... No, not food, Ryan. Come on. Gold, science, culture, faith. Goodness me, I was looking at that and thinking, what are those stats? I don't understand. Like, read. Come on. Read it and understand. You can just see, like, if I was Jackie Weaver, I would just be shouted at me repeatedly. So there is that horrible, horrible religion that's been put on me. So if I just go kapumph like that, hopefully spreads it across. Oh no, it doesn't. It wasn't enough to get rid of it. Terrible. So the trick to this, I think, is to move away from all of the arts institutes as I can. So like, I'll just put this there and pop that there. Those can move at another point. I've got now 2 art museums that are free for some more religious work, if I can get it. But I do need some more religious work. There's one. Okay, cool. So they're still appearing. That's good. And I can start picking up some engineers, which works really well as well. I just need to keep an eye out for some engineers that give me wonder building. Wonder building would be quite literally wonderful. If I pick up this workshop, there's industrialization done. Cool. Now all I need is radio. What do I've got to do to get radio? We've got astronomy. Still need to build universities. I have not built any of those at all. Enlightenment I've already got. That's wonderful. In build an industrial era or later wonder. I am trying to do that. I've got the Hermitage being built in St. Petersburg, which I thought was pretty good. Have I got any landscapes yet? I don't even know what landscapes are. They're just a mysterious force for me. So let's just go plump it in Moscow. Why not? I'm up to 580 culture now. I love these games when you just start boosting like this. It's wonderful. Lovely stuff. Okay, in terms of trade routes and things, I don't necessarily need to send them to city-states, but I'm kind of enjoying it until I get to the end of the game with globalization, or is it social media, which gives me the extra tourism from trade routes. It might be social media, actually. Yeah, online communities. Until I get to that point, I'm not really going to bother with trade routes too much to other members of the known world, I guess is one way of putting it. But what I will do is continue to send lovely, lovely trade routes from all of my new island nations. These are all begging for them. Oh, and I'm picking up the mausoleum as well. It's not in the best city, but this is a very good city for production, so I can race it through. I've just got Da Vinci sat here that can give culture to workshops, and I'd rather do that twice if I can get my little mitts on it. Tee-hee-hee-hee-hee. Oh, what's this one? Hunza. Oh, is that the one I've been waiting for? Is that the one I've been waiting for? Hunza, no it's not. I'm waiting for the science city-state that gives you extra science for all of your great works. That hasn't popped up yet. Or if it has popped up, it's been killed. I can never remember what it was called. And to be honest, I'm too lazy to research it. So no doubt, well, I'm missing something obvious. Oh, the Mayans keep doing theatre square boosts. I'm not so happy about that. Could you please stop? Like, these are my great people, okay? 2 turns for that artist. I want the landscape artist. He's mine. I'm going to buy him with faith next turn just to spite him. Ha ha ha. Portrait, religious. Okay, cool. So the portraits, you know what? I'm running out of space. This is ridiculous. Can I get myself a new art museum? Yes, I can. Perfect. Go and stick it in there. Yeah, sorry, Mayans. I'm just going to steal that one from you. Oh no. There's another artist shortly after. Luckily, I'm getting 700 faith per turn, so I can probably steal that one as well. If I'm lucky. Not if I do things like getting distracted by more Gerdewers, but that, I mean, it's just worth it. Awesome. Don't forget, every time I get a Gerdewer, I get an extra musician point per turn because Russia things, which just makes it worth it. And here is a wildcard policy slot. Now that is worth it just for the extra slot. What am I going to do with it? Well, I could get invention to give myself some more engineer points. That could be quite fun. Or I could get myself musician points. For now, I'm going to get Republican legacy because the 20 housing and amenities makes perfect sense. I'm going to put that in with liberalism to get myself a few more amenities as well. Hopefully what that means is my bigger cities like St. Petersburg are going to be a little happier than once they were. It would be even happier still if I actually got all my luxuries in properly. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see how that works. 73 gold per turn for my favour. Sure, Mayans. Sure. Let's just agree to never speak of that particular transaction again. That was definitely to my favour, put it that way. More arts institutes being bought every single place I can find them. Actually, the Mayans have stolen a few. Let me just quickly pin in on this one. What have you earned? You've earned 1 artist, 1 writer, 2 artists, 2 writers, 3 writers. Oh dear, you're supposed to be my friend, and honestly, I don't appreciate this. What would it take for all this stuff? Okay, I think we're going to have to buy a load of this stuff from them. I've got tons of Arts Institute spaces, so this shouldn't be a problem, but I go and do it through the quick deals. I can probably look at this a little bit easier. Hang on, just give myself a little bit extra gold. Perfect, and then we're going to go to Great Works. We're going to go to Writing. And 300 gold a pop, that's great. So we can just keep on buying these until we run out. Perfect. We'll revisit that in a turn or 3. It's actually good to be buying these from the Mayans because they are the culture leaders apart from me. So if I do want to get a tourism victory, snagging their ability to get culture and domestic tourists has got to be a good thing. It's got to be a good thing. Well, we'll take it. Oh, a blizzard in Russia. An actual blizzard in Russia. I love it when that happens. Right, this is the mausoleum. It gives all of my engineers a second charge. I've been waiting with Da Vinci or George R.R. Martin. You just wait until you see his portrait. It's very, very similar. I've been waiting for him so I can use him twice to give my workshops culture twice. There's chemistry boosted. That's lovely. But now I can get the electricity boost. Beautiful. And then we'll get the next one in a sec. Engineer, scientist, and merchant points. I'm getting some of those, so I'll join in on that. But I'd quite like to be able to build troops quicker. And I think that... Who's disliked? Who is the pariah of the world? France isn't particularly liked by anybody. Oh, goodness me. There's a lot of bad blood. I think actually Japan. Let's go for Japan because we don't like Japan. So I will go more grievances to Japan. Let's do that. 4 votes on that one. See if that goes through. Oh, it might have done, you know. It might have done. Let's see if that's worked. Production, Japan. Yes, goodness me, what a haul of diplomatic points. I'm in joint first on 6. Lovely stuff. When I just got the radio boost as well, which is wonderful. I'm just going to flick away from flight and go to steam power briefly because I'm just about to finish the Hermitage and that should give me the boost, which is great. I also need 2 shipyards. I don't think I've built any shipyards anywhere really, so I'll try and get that as quick as I can. I always hate reaching this stage of the game, but heritage tourism does need to come in because that extra tourism per turn makes a big old difference. I feel like it wastes your policy cards if you go for a cultural victory and you have to pick all those cards up. It's totally worth it. They're really, really good. But it just always feels like there's better things to be doing. Never mind. I am suddenly now again at war with Sweden. What a surprise and joy it is to be alive. Okay, why? What's happened? Who declared on who? Cleopatra declared war on Egypt and the Mayans. I declared war on Sweden. So I think Sweden went after the Mayans. Okay, well, I might be able to actually pinch a couple of border cities here. Hercules is pretty strong, but they do have some very tough units, Sweden. Very tough. Let me just think about this. I need to think about getting my upgrades. My frigates would give my cities a little bit of a stronger attack, so I could get a frigate. I mean, really, I don't particularly care, okay? Oh, actually, the Renaissance here. This guy I do care about because this gives me an ironclad, and ironclads just make sure my cities are nice and tough. Let's get Mulan back. She's going to be quite helpful in all of this. And Hercules, I just need you to defend. I'm going to defend from Egypt's territory. Why not? Let's actually take advantage of our allies here. Stick Mulan in my city. She can just go pew pew. Actually, I say that. That's a pretty strong unit. Any other heroes haven't been claimed that I might be able to take advantage of. Beowulf would be, yeah, just like a fantastic option for me. So Beowulf, through you go. It'll be 8 turns. We'll get that factory sorted and then I'll do it. Lovely. How aggressive are they going to be? Not at all. They are backing off pretty rapidly. That's interesting. But, as I say, this leaves me an open door to go and basically take their border city. I don't want to take Stockholm. I wouldn't want to push that, you know, that far. But, I mean, maybe I do. Maybe that's what I want to do. I don't know what's going on here. Hang on. Pine trees, View of Toledo. Why are you just valuing your stuff for way more than mine? Why would you be doing that? I mean, why don't we just make this a little bit easier and just ask for this stuff instead? Am I getting this wrong? Like, why would you be doing this? What's up with this? Oh, hang on, so if I take this off, it's 3 things for 5 things. Yes, okay, I'll take that. Perfect. I mean, what a ridiculous deal. Anyway, the Hermitage. This has 4 slots for artists. 4! And every time I build this, I just regret the fact that I'm not playing Sweden because, oh my goodness, this building is good in Swedish hands. But never mind. Never mind. This is all fine. I think this should give me the flight boost if I'm lucky. And I've done that. It has. Ideology. Oh, typically, I needed like a tiny bit more. So we'll just go and do that. I also need a shipyard. Why did I not build a shipyard? Come on, Ryan. Think. Think. Good thing about all this tundra is I should have quite a few spaces for naturalists. There's already one there, which is good, and I believe if I just start moving some of these tiles around into nice little places, we should be able to get quite a few in this direction as well. So, lots of different options for me. Just going to take advantage of these natural wonders. As soon as Sweden declared war on me, I was like, right, we can take advantage of this and spread religion to their cities. Oh yeah, Smolensk. Right, I just need to. This game is a lot of moving things around continually. Like that is something I have noticed, but it doesn't matter really. Bam, lovely. Now I just need to work on making sure all of my museums are themed as well, because I can do a lot better than we currently have done. There's some religious artwork. Okay, right. You see, this is the thing. We should be able to get much more going in terms of religious artwork theming. At any rate, there's my first national park. And there is my second. The best bit is because they're all next to St. Petersburg. St. Petersburg should start getting a lot more amenities because it's, I think, 2 in the city you build it in and then 1 in the surrounding 4 closest cities, something like that. I forget the exact rules, but that feels about right. Oh, there it is. Anshan. Okay, great. That is the city-state I was waiting for. Perfect. So I've now got 2 envoys. I can go 1, 2, and kabam. I should be getting... It says about 80. Yeah, 66 science. So all of my pieces of artwork are giving me, or sorry, writing are giving me science. That's awesome. Is it writing and like some archaeology ones from memory? One from relics and artifacts. I don't have any relics or artifacts, but writing I have a bunch of, so that's great. Oh, that's satisfying. The Mayans were right by a musician, but I just bought one with faith, and now, these modern era ones are much more expensive, so they're going to need 93 turns to get to it. Sorry about that, but they're all mine. There's another national park here. These little tiny tundra cities are just great. Brilliant stuff. Oh, St. Petersburg is loving it. Don't mind me while I just chuck religion across the border again. Oh, you must be getting so close now. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, Gothenburg is just about to fall. Love it. There's Beowulf as well. 86 strength. he's a little tougher. I can now throw him into sort of various parts of Swedish land. For instance, like this unit, this Caroline, it's a powerful unit. I can challenge it to a duel and kill it immediately, which would be rather entertaining for me. Even got national parks appearing next to rainforests on remote islands. It's like, cool. That's awesome. Themed portraits. Wonderful. That means I've now got 1, 2, 3, 4 themed museums. But I feel like there's still more to do. There's still more on the table. So we've got to keep trying. So there are some themed landscapes. Brilliant. Okay, and I think I can do another religious one in a second. That's cool. Time now to switch to democracy, which should be a lot of fun. It's a lot of extra policies we've got here. Drill manuals is good, but I would prefer to have veterancy because I'm still building harbours and lighthouses and all that sort of rubbish. Republican legacy frescoes, that's all great. Raj is still really good. I'm going to pick up Visselbanken, and I'm going to pick up now symphonies because I've just unlocked radio, so that's a good time to pick this one up. A New Deal is one of my favourite cards in the game. The amenities and the housing in your big cities means that you start to get some insane capitals, like a 7. Amenity capital means this thing's getting 20% on all yields. It's great. 2 more themed museums, actually. Scrap what I said before. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We've got a landscape, a portrait, and 4 religious. Oh, in fact, actually 2 landscapes looking at it. Ah, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. Oh, look, that's a Caroline core. Oh dear, and now it's dead. Oh dear, Sweden. That was a very powerful unit. It must have taken you ages to make. Oh, what's that? There's a bunch of powerful units all like, I mean, if you want me to help remove them, I can, but I mean, thank you so much for just coming to me, Sweden, with all of this. It's great. See, I thought this was really funny. Sweden was again refusing to make peace with me because their military is quite strong. So what I did was diplomatically, I went around to all my allies and I was just like, hey guys, do you want to join in on the war? And now everyone apart from Egypt's at war, and Egypt's just like adjacent and is scared of Sweden's military, but that's fine. And Sweden immediately came to me and was like, oh, do you want peace? And I'm thinking, how about no? How about no? I'm having fun just killing your units here, thank you. Oh, democracy, Visselbanken, Kamasi, Chinguetti routes. Look at all of this. It's a 6 food, 6 production, 18 gold, 8 culture, 11 faith route. That will do, donkey. That will do. Again, Sweden, you should stop leaving your units out like this. That's the 3rd core I've deleted. The 3rd. Ah, my first broadcast centre. It's a good thing that. I've got a naturalist on the way to another St. Petersburg National Park. That'll help this city just do amazingly well. Building Renaissance walls to get a bit more tourism. A gilded vault, because I just never got round to doing that. It'll give me a huge chunk. And, oh wow. Yes, 100% diplomatic favour from suzerains. That give me another 23 per turn. That sounds like quite a good deal, so I will say yes. Thank you. Thank you for that. That's unit number 5 deleted. Time to nab Eiffel just from under Sweden's nose. That'll be good. That lets me build 3 wonders, and all of the really cheap early game naval wonders like the Colossus and the Great Lighthouse and that sort of thing are still available, so that should be a bit of a laugh. Look at these buildings, the consulates of the chancelleries. Oh, the yields on these are insane. I love it. I always forget to build those districts, and every time I do it, I always think like, that was a silly move. Why did I not just do that? I don't know. Coal power plant's useful, but there we go, National History Museum is even better. I like it. That was a 6th core just destroyed, just like that. So Sweden's army has been removed by about 400 disappearing army. Sorry about that, Sweden. Oh look, they are going to give me a good deal for peace now. Funny that. Now, this is the thing, favourable deals to them. We can get you on side. We can get you on side. Just accept my love. Be my friend, Sweden. You know you want to. Oh my god, 106 gold per turn for my diplomatic favour. Oh my goodness. When I get that wonder finished, it's going to be insanely good. Space race is good. Social media, here we go. Now we need to start thinking about trade routes with the world. So, now I'm going to start to get some traders in St. Petersburg, and I can start getting routes to Japan, Egypt, Sweden, the Mayans, pretty quickly. That should be fine. Poor Mulan. She was sat in this city for about 20 turns, and all she did was shoot this district, and she only managed to do 51 damage to it. It's pretty poor. I'm going to have to send her away to exile, maybe to this little desert isle just go sit here and think about your life next to these foxes and this random Alcazar, which is just beautiful. Maybe go and plot and see how we could take over this Kilwa city, because I'm still a little bit annoyed about that Kilwa city. I kind of would have liked that one. Okay, there is a shockingly small trade route range on St. Petersburg. Fine. There's one route to Sweden. In order to get a route to Japan, let's go from Nagoya. That'll annoy them. And in order to get one from Egypt, let's go from Kazan. Again, that'll annoy them. Perfect. Grant's toys. Oh, hey! I always like that guy. Such a pointless thing, but yay for toys. That'll make me happy. And do I want to be spending my faith on more great people, which are actually naturally coming? 6 turns, 6 turns, 3 turns. I'm doing quite well on that. Or do I get more national parks? I quite like the idea of getting more national parks because, I'll be honest, it's relatively amusing to see how many I can put down. Like, I'm giving it a good go. And generally speaking, I've been doing okay. I just need to... The problem is I've been putting districts down without really thinking about national parks. I haven't kept it in my mind the whole game as like something I should be doing, which is a little frustrating when you forget about that and then you realise, damn, there's a bunch of places I could have put it down had I thought about it. But like very little pockets. St. Petersburg, I mean, I'm going to get rid of some mines. Like, I know the production in this city is insane, but it doesn't need to be as high from mines because it's got so many trade routes coming from it, so that'll probably be alright. Okay, I felt let's rush the Great Lighthouse. It's the first of the wonders. Now, the older the wonder, the more tourism they give you, which is quite fun. Also, this one gives me movement for naval units, which is, that's right, pointless. It's pointless, but I quite like it. The Great Lighthouse was always a much better wonder in Civ 5, and I always had a lot of fun building it back in the day, so I quite enjoy building it where I can. Let's get the Colossus next. Lovely stuff. This one does give me a trade route, so that's not pointless. There we go. Social media time. This is where we begin to officially get silly. Collective activism is going to jump in now. I think that's 1,160 culture per turn. It's not bad. I'll take that. That's okay. Satellite broadcasts as well. We'll go in for 104 tourism per turn. And online communities goes in to up the tourism as well. So that all in will give me a huge boost. Let me just rattle that through. It's 760, but more importantly now, if I can get a trade route to the Mayans, which of course I can, kabam, that's lovely stuff. Now I'm going to be spreading 1,177 tourism per turn with them, where it was just about 500 before. Now, a few people have taken different governments to me. Fascism, oligarchy, monarchy, autocracy, classical republic, hermetic order. There's all very exciting things, but my democracy, I think, it's not giving me too much of a penalty. I'd rather have the policy cards, I think. Thinking about it, I'm pretty happy with my choice, really. Colossus time.
Roads were set up the Colossus,
exactly, an extra trade route. I love the fact that... You see, now this is the thing. This would be a difficult mod, I appreciate, because the amount of graphical work that went into these wonders is extreme. Like, if you think of all of the steps of the animation they've put in here, like all of the different little bits. It's like a stop motion, isn't it? All the different photos of where the Colossus is. I'd love it if someone could put me into the game. Or like the Ursa bear, you know what I mean? That'd be so funny. Can I just say, satisfaction level 1 million, computers and environmentalism on the same turn next turn. Oh yes, my tourism is going to thank whatever is happening here. That's beautiful. One more national park. That'll time very well with the computers environmentalism thing. Lovely. I'm still planting woods to make it better though. Computers environmentalism, 1,174 culture per turn now, tourism per turn I should say, because that's exactly what it is. Just making it up. I've got no idea what I'm doing. Oh, a lighthouse and a shipyard. Actually, that could be quite useful in one of my newer cities. Like, okay, that one's actually doing it fine. Okay. Well, maybe all my new cities have actually built all this infrastructure already. No, this one hasn't. Okay, let's go to there. It's such a beautiful sight, this. Every single one. That's why I've got 115% bonus for my culture. And don't worry, globalization is going to be along very soon with the International Space Agency, so my science is going to go crazy. I'm still really annoying everybody by spreading all of my religion around as well. Just Egypt and Sweden can't get any peace. I really want to 3 the letter though. Like, if I wasn't an ally with Egypt, I'd be I'd be very tempted to do that. Globalization is good for multiple reasons. Visselbanken, Raj. Raj is probably the weakest out of all of my cards at the moment, and that is a little bit sad because it's a wonderful card, but 426 science has to come in. It's just too good. New Deal is awesome as well. E-commerce would make my trade routes even better, but for now, that's fine. Oh, and I was ravaged by a natural disaster. Yes! Oh goodness, I'd love it if that went through. I need more money to buy more artwork. I think clearly everybody is thinking the same thing. Like Ursa, he is impoverished. He needs helping. Why would anybody vote for that? Oh, I don't know. Oh, I know what I was going to do. I was going to put sanctuaries in here, wasn't I? Right. Here we go. Watch this. So putting a sanctuary, it's going to go boom. Oh, hello. And then another sanctuary, boom. And then it could get even better. And it will get better. Hang on. Sanctuary, boom. Oh my goodness. And let's just see if I can wrangle up some more money from somebody. Yes, thank you, Japan. Oh, I know you weren't really that angry at me. And sanctuary. Oh boy. Look at that. I'm just gonna leave it on this screen for a second whilst you just appreciate the 4 preserve hollow. The only thing is this mountain on that tile that blocks me from putting the preserve on that tile. So there is this one piece, this is a terrible piece. It's only got 4 production, 2 gold, 2 culture, 5 faith, 2 science, 3 food. Unlike these tiles, which have 6 production, 4 gold, 4 culture, 7 faith, 4 science, 5 food. So really, what's the point? But I mean, I love that. That is just, oh yes. And finally, a very special shout out goes to Scott Stratton, Major King Kong, Matthew Wilkinson, Salty Tech, Midnight Oil, Trevor Askby, Paul Coffey, Senjik, Kroger Brand, Trail Mix, Alex Noob, Cinnamon Beard and Portland for all of your support on Patreon, as well as everybody else who comments and likes. Thank you!